We don't need Carmelo Anthony. You know what we need? We need Iman Shumpert. When at the time they had a healthy David Nwaba and they had a healthy Garrett Temple. What the hell is wrong with this coach? He makes me almost not enjoy this win. He makes me negative at a time I should be overjoyed. Tonight was a win for Brooklyn. Tonight was a win for the Brooklyn players. Sometimes players have to overcome bad coaching. People were saying that it was the zone, the 2-3 zone defense. The Nets didn't have a successful stop out of that defense. They were a -6 when they used that defense. When they were getting stopped, it was either Jarrett Allen coming up with a play, clogging the middle. And I want to talk about Jarrett a little bit after this. Or someone was turning over the ball. It wasn't that they were in the zone and then the Heat was shooting over the zone and missing. It was good individual defense, and it had nothing to do with Kenny Atkinson. The Nets overcame Kenny Atkinson. Our players and their talent got them over the hump. Got them over the hump and helped them lead themselves to a victory. The Nets are a good team. I saw that tonight. I saw my guys go out there and just say, you know what, no more. We are not losing tonight. Karis LeVert showed me again that when he is healthy, he is special. Spencer Dinwiddie, he's not meant to do it by himself, but he is special. What a fun game. Right? The part that I didn't like, the part I didn't appreciate was the fact that they had to overcome the coach and his horrible, hard-headed, stubborn decisions. I don't understand why the Nets don't see it. They're supposed to be analytical. They're supposed to be looking at data every day. The data is clear. What more data do you need besides when I had given up on the season last year at 8-17, I inserted this kid who was a rookie out of Europe, and our season turned around. I got out of the way of this young, great point guard who likes to shoot mid-range twos. I know he hates that. I know Kenny Atkinson can't stop it, can't stand it. But he didn't understand why his team was good. Kenny Atkinson believes lies. He believes Taurean Prince works at the power forward. That's the best place for him. It isn't. It's hurting Taurean Prince. We could be getting a better version of this player if Kenny Atkinson was out of the way. You give that Nets team to Spoelstra, even though Spoelstra's a different style and these players wouldn't fit his style, not 100%. But look at what he's doing. He put none in the starting offense. He put Dragic on the bench. You got to be a great coach to do that and not lose your team. You got to be a great coach to say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Myers Leonard at the 5, and I'm going to let Bam Adebayo play the 4. I'm going to put 2 bigs up there. And that unlocked Bam. Moving him away from the center allows him to just play ball. Allows him to just play big on these big wings and defend them. But you know who slapped him tonight? You know who exposed him yet again tonight? Right? Yep. That's him. If you think Jay soft, rip Jay off. That's my boy, Jared Allen. My middle son. I love this kid. You guys do not know what you have in Jared Allen. You think he's soft. Why? Because he makes computers. Because he's not demonstrative. He just dunks on you and blocks your shot and does what he does. And he's not worried about the rest. Right? Adebayo had a great game tonight. 22 points, 6 rebounds. Right. I take Jared Allen's 11-11 over him. He neutralized him to me. Adebayo got his points when... What happened? When Kenny Atkinson sat Jared Allen. That's right. He sat Jared Allen. Like, he would do it, and I just was like, what is he doing? Why doesn't he believe this kid could play more than 30 minutes? Kenny Atkinson played Jared Allen 28 minutes tonight. This is a 21-year-old. Bam Adebayo played 32 minutes tonight. That's why he's scoring more. That's why he's doing more. The offense is more creative. He's running those little pick and rolls with Butler. He trusts him more. But if you play Jared Allen more and you rest DeAndre Jordan more, you could get more out of DeAndre Jordan for the season. But Kenny Atkinson does not have a clue. He does not have a clue, not even a little bit. I don't trust this coach. I don't believe this is going to be the coach that leads New York City back into having a title. I don't think he's the guy that's going to protect Kevin Durant and get him to perform for 3 years for us. He just isn't. I've never been a proponent for Mark Jackson. Never. I take Mark Jackson right now over Kenny Atkinson. I feel Mark Jackson would unlock and be a leader of men, which is what is needed right now. This nonsense that I'm watching is ridiculous. I don't believe in it. I don't see it. But you know what? I'm willing to table that conversation because guess what? We won this ball game. We did what we had to do. We beat a top team in the East. And we sent a message that when we get our people back, as we begin to get our people back, that we could be a force in this league. I said it to you guys. Losing is a disease. It's hard to get the stink of losing off of you. And Kenny Atkinson has to stop putting this team in a position to lose. This is a good team. We shouldn't be accepting losing. We shouldn't be talking about next year. I try to find the bright side in it. I try to find myself and say, hey, eventually, we're going to do our thing. All right, fine, we're losing. Sean Marks is a genius. We'll get our draft pick back. We pick a hell of a player in the draft. I'm trying to find and argue with myself to find ways to accept what's happening. But Nets fans, I'm going to take this W. Before I started this pod, I just zoomed through the Knicks game. I don't wish bad on the Knicks. But watching that game makes me realize how lucky we are as Nets fans. They have a long way to go. Their rookies look terrible. R.J. Barrett don't look like he's going to be the third best player on a good NBA team. He really doesn't. He really, really doesn't. And so when I watched the rest of that game, I had to say to myself, I should feel good tonight. And I will, and I do. But you know me, guys. I'm not a member of a cult. I'm not this. Listen, I will not watch basketball like I'm St. Clair's PTA. I will not. I will tell you guys the truth. I will say what I see. And I think it's obvious now. The Nets win in spite of this coach. He's outsmarting himself. He's doing unnecessary things. Why are you minute restricting Jarrett Allen? You know who needs minute restrictions? DeAndre Jordan. He's 33 years old. He's a jumping... He doesn't have that many jumps left. A lobs and dunk center that doesn't have that many jumps left. Kenny Smith has a saying, everybody gets just so many jumps, and at the end, you run out of jumps. He's running out of jumps. Why do you believe he needs 20-plus minutes a game? He does not. We won this game in spite of Kenny Atkinson. Beautiful game. Beautiful thing to watch. Predictable. Because like last year, his hand was forced. He had nowhere to go but bring back the kid that he marginalized, that he took away his confidence, that he made him feel like he didn't have the game to play. You're supposed to take the leash off these dogs. You don't put a leash on a talent like Rodions Caruth. You let him go out there and run wild. Like the great Gilbert Arenas says, that's when you're scared of them. You're not scared of pit bulls when they're on a leash, just barking, pulling on a gate. You scared of pit bulls when you got them running around off the leash. And that's what Kenny Atkinson is. He's one big leash. And he's taking the confidence of these kids. Let them play ball, Kenny. Amazing win tonight, Brooklyn. Amazing win tonight, Nets fan. We should be proud of this team. We should be heartened by what we saw. We should be hyped. I'm hyped. But I'm also praying that Sean Marks is watching this and going, a change gonna come. That's right. I said it. It's the Front Office Podcast. I'm Eve Darbouz, and I'm praying that a change gonna come.